Welcome, everybody, to my YouTube channel, Custom Screen Printing. I'm Wayne. I'm your host. Haven't been on in a while. I'm on for a reason, to update you what's going on with me. And unfortunately, I have an emotion problem. Now, I called the company up today to talk to them about the emotion. Now, unfortunately, everybody has their own opinions. I had like 4 different people in that company saying one thing, and one says another, and then one says another, and one says another. So today I called up and I found a nicer person to talk to that's not high up on themselves. And he said it might be the emotion that is maybe the heat killed it in Texas when they were shipping it because it was a hot day that day. So I'm trying still with that emotion to see if I can get the kick over. If it's all right, it'll be great. But it's a question mark. This is the third time I tried to get this stuff to work. So they're gonna give me my refund, and they send me a sample of motion to try out to see if it's any good, if I can use it. Unfortunately, I found the company that made the RXP, and it wasn't around that, it was CCI. So I'm gonna be down with them from now on because I cannot stand that stuff they're selling. It's called base layer, and it's horrible. I don't like that emotion. All of the emotions I've used, I never have the problem. The only reason I'm using that junk is because they got rid of the RXP, which wasn't theirs anyway. See, this company I'm dealing with likes to help out other companies that are hurting to sell their product. So they take it up and use their product and put their name on it to help out the other business. I apologize. I just don't want to sneeze on the live stream, so I muted it. If I start sneezing again, I'll mute it again. I have allergies. My allergies are horrible these days. All right, here I am again. I will sneeze for 2 times in a row. So what happens is, hey Patch, if I'm fine, how you doing? Hold on for a minute. I got allergies. Allergies are acting up tonight. So what happened to me is something unbelievable. Hey, Game Master 1881. Good evening to you. So what's going on with me today is for a week now. Hold on for a minute. Let's sneeze again. Sorry about the delay. My allergies are crazy. What happened is to me is for about a week now, I dealt with this company in California. Was it California or in? No, they ain't in California. In Washington, on the side of I don't know. But anyway, it's a company, and they got rid of the best emotion they had in their shop. The company itself, it wasn't really theirs. It was CCI's. All right, the business is called CCI. So they bring in this new emotion, which is horrible. I hate it. It's called base layer. I don't know where this came from, But man, I'm telling you, it couldn't even move an inch. If you put it over the yard, it wouldn't even move a yard or an inch. It took 4 screens 4 times to expose it under the 500-watt halogen lamp. And all the time I tried to do it, it failed. And it was aggravating because I've been a pro for 21 years and I never had an emotion so horrible as this, right? But I don't quit. I'm not the kind of guy that will admit defeat. Okay? I'm not the kind of guy who will do that. Excuse me for a minute. I got allergy like crazy. So I keep trying this stuff, that I can figure it out. So I might go to 12 minutes and see if that opens up in the screen. If it does, then it still works. If it doesn't, then it's trash. Because they said that might have been tainted by the heat in Texas when they had that hot day down there. But I talked to a nice guy on the company. They're a big company in Washington. They're a big based t-shirt. They train people how to do shirts and how to, do a t-shirt business. And I say every time about them, Whoopie D, let them Jane. I don't need to be trained doing that. Okay. It's good to watch. I'm not saying it ain't good to watch a video of theirs once in a while. But the whole problem I have when I wanted to find out about the exposure calculator, they don't explain it good enough to understand. Everybody that watches those videos scratch their head. What's he talking about? So I went on the web and I searched around and I said, I wonder if someone is out there that will explain it. So there's one guy, I don't know where he's located. He said, try the calculator test. Try 50, 30, and 10 on your screen to check the emotion. And the company I'm talking about that I'm dealing with, they don't like the emotion, is Rionet. They're a top guy. They're on YouTube. They're not a bad company. They have good stuff. You can buy good things for them. But the emotion, they keep on getting rid of certain things and trying something new. And I think they made a rotten decision by getting rid of the RXP, which is not RXP. It's another name under the name of CCI. But they used it, call it RXP on their end, but it wasn't really RXP. I don't know where that paper is right now. But it doesn't matter anyway. But anyway. So this emotion, base layer, supposed to be an excellent emotion. Maybe it got tainted by the heat down in Texas when they were shipping it. When it was in the truck. That's possibly. Because those delivery trucks don't get AC. So that could ruin it. So they gave me my refund. They were nice about it. And then they turned around and they gave me a sample of another emotion, which is pretty decent of them. So I'm going to tell you the truth about something. I hope you get your Wi-Fi going wherever you are. I hope you're both still here. I'm going to go to CCI and get my emotion from now on because they're in California and I need that emotion. I can't stand something. I knew my exposure time on the other stuff was 10 minutes. It opened up. It was awesome. It opened right up for me. Then they changed this and they say, oh, you have to use this stuff because we don't have the other stuff. They were playing like it was their emotion. They were playing like it was their product. They don't have their own products. They use other people's products to help themselves. And everybody had a different story of what is going on with the emotion. Everybody has a different version of how I'm supposed to use it. Before I called Rionet, I called one guy earlier. He was telling me that I was doing this wrong and doing that wrong. And I was 21 years doing t-shirts. I did many of logos for 21 years. And I know how to do t-shirts, right? This guy's telling me, oh, maybe your Lightroom, where you're doing your shirts, have some light coming in. And I said, hey, let me tell you something. It's so damn dark in my studio, I can break my neck in there. What do you mean? Oh, well, you should get a light. And if you're going in the bathroom to do your washout, make sure you got a yellow light with you, the screen. blah, 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 blah. That's bullshit. I've been using that stuff for 21 years. No screen's ever screwed up. Come on. You know, I don't mind trying something. I tried it and it still did the same. Come on. What are you kidding? And my camera's messing up again. I don't know what's going on with this crazy getting that. But anyway, so I hope more people come in here tonight because I don't come on live streams that much. So come on, everybody come in here and support me, will you? We need some support in this channel. We need some life. It's like it's like this channel's on life support. You know, it's crazy. You know, I hope everyone gets their Wi-Fi straight now. Come on back in. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to fix the emotion. So I know, Patrick. I'm gonna boost it up to 12 minutes tonight. And I'm gonna try a 12-minute exposure time. Maybe if I jump it up a couple of notches, it will kick over. Maybe. So I'm hoping I got the exposure. I'm gonna try everything. And if it keeps failing, then you know the emotion's no good. But I'm trying. This is not the greatest thing in the world to do when you're having trouble with a. See, I got an exposure calculator. I don't know if anybody on here knows what that is, but it's a strip of film that we use to calculate the exposure time on our mesh, and that's what I use. And my camera's going nuts, so don't think my camera's gonna blow out or anything. I've been bothered by, and I don't want you people to get nervous, but I've been bothered by a spirit for the last week or so. And I don't know what it is, but ever since I've been hanging around my friend James on Midnight Paranormal, things have been happening. I don't know what's going on. But I don't blame him. You know, I don't blame him at all. So I'm a sensitive and they're bugging me, okay? Now, I don't know what is going on, but it seems to me that I'm not saying it's paranormal or this emotion. That's not what the whole problem is. They think the motion was tried in the hot heat in Texas that day. They had the hot heat day, hot day. Because the trucks do get 100 degrees. And those emotions ain't made for that hot temperature. It will kill them. So I'm trying to try the emotion anyway still. So it wasn't hot when I got the stuff. The package wasn't even warm. It was normal temperature. But unfortunately, I don't know. So I'm going to keep trying the emotion and see if I can fix that problem. Hope I can be lucky enough to figure out the exposure time. Maybe 12 minutes will do it. I don't know. But I don't know. Who knows? Excuse me. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to figure out a problem. This is the third day I was working with this stuff. And they gave me my money back. They gave me my refund. No problem. They shipped me samples of other emotions they have. And this guy that I talked to was very nice. He's going to make sure they get here without being fried in the truck. So I think what I'm going to be doing with myself is calling up CCI and dealing with their motion, which they said was Rionet they were using. And if that's the case, I can go back to my 10-minute exposure time and get this back on track. And also, what the funniest thing is, makes me laugh, and I don't know if it'll make you people laugh on here, but they were charging $50 for that emotion. And that wasn't worth $50. It was like 23, 24, and they were charging $50 for it, making their pockets heavy. And I don't know if the company found out about it and told them to stop overcharging for the emotion. That's probably why they got rid of it. I have no idea. I don't know if they got mad at them or what they did, but something happened because they got rid of it and they stopped using it and they bring in this stuff named base layer. Maybe I got a bad batch and it wasn't working. Maybe that's the problem. I don't know. But I don't like it. I think it stinks. I told the guy on the phone I think it stinks, and he said, "Well, some people have problems, some people don't." But they're the first one I heard of it. I was like, "Well, I think something happened to it. It was a bad batch. Maybe the heat did kill it. I don't know what the problem is, but it's a problem, and I'm trying to figure it out and trying to come to a conclusion of what it could be because I don't really know myself. I really don't know." So I'm just hoping I'm right about it. I'm hoping I figured out the problem. If I didn't, I'm hoping that I can get something going because I need to get back up and running, back up and working on t-shirts again because I need to get these shirts myself back to normal again. Because I have a friend in Ireland I have to do shirts for. He wants me to make a few to bring it before the some kind of a meeting or something. And if they approve of the shirts, he'll order a lot. See, I'm a good friend of the friend out in Ireland. He used to live in the United States in Quincy, Massachusetts. He used to run a construction business down here. But when his mother was sick and she was dying, he moved back up to where he came from. He left the U.S. But we still keep in contact on phone and on text, and we're good friends. And and so he wants me to do some shirts for his Catholic school. See, I'll do anything for anyone's businesses. So I'm a business guy, and I said sure I would do it. I love to do it, and he gave me the logo. I have it in my computer. Got to find the right green for the shirt. And he gave me the Catholic Church picture I want to put on the other side of the shirt. So I gotta have a better logo, better picture of the church than he gave me. You can't lay it down the table and expect to use it. It can't be used that way. You have to stand it up straight on the picture, like you're sticking it to the wall. So this is what I have to see. If you were say if someone was a mechanic, right, and you bought a part for your engine, all right, and I got a community page on YouTube today. How'd you do that, Patch? Uh, but anyway, that's good. I think so. I was trying to. Oh well, I was talking when I lost my train of thought. Anyway, the emotion was. I'm hoping it ain't ruined because it is. It's going to be a tragic situation. I have a lot of work I got to do, and I definitely got to get that done. I definitely have to get it done, and I'm never the kind of person that will. Oh, really? That's cool. Went on YouTube through the notifications and saw it. Oh, okay. That's cool. So anyway, I'm not the kind of guy that will back down. When you're in business for 21 years, you never want to accept. You never want to accept defeat, no matter what emotion or anything, because I know what I'm doing, and that's the thing. When you know what you're doing, you can actually solve the problem. Especially if you make friends with different people in different areas, that you can actually talk to when you need to. And unfortunately, we have we have a lot of people I know I can talk to about the situation. And the one was at round that Sox always accept Sox always accept defeat. Who's that you talking about? What are you talking about? Who are you talking about? Sox always accept defeat. I don't know who you're talking about. But anyway, I don't. I'm always on the go all the time, always trying to figure things out to make things better. And I will get this. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I've been so busy these days that my brains are all twisting around, trying to figure this crazy thing out. So that's why I'm in business, because I get so heavy in thought about my company that I don't pay attention to what you said, and I understood what you said. That was funny. Um, so that's what my problem is. I never give up. I always want to fight and win the battle, and I don't give up for nothing, and I'm not going to give up. So I'm just trying to keep going, and hopefully, I have the good news that I figured it out. Maybe the stuff ain't changing. Maybe it just don't work for me. But maybe if I figured out and I made it up to 12 minutes exposure time, maybe that will kick over. Maybe because the emulsion they said is thicker than any other stuff. So I don't know. So I don't know. I don't really know. It is very confusing though. There's nothing wrong with making jokes here, Patch. It's cool. I got your joke, what you were saying. But um, I'm just, how like you do your tractors here, Patch. You don't stop doing what you're doing either. You keep going too. You know what I'm saying. You're the kind of guy that don't give up when it looks impossible. You don't allow that word to be in your vocabulary. Like when you work with your tractors, you keep doing and better and bigger and better things with them. And no matter what you do, you can make things happen if you try hard enough. That's what I'm saying. But the emotion, when it's something like if there's a chemical in it, work and it doesn't work, then what do? You trash it. Well, I'm hoping that ain't the case. I'm hoping that the motion will work regardless, because it would be, yeah. And so I keep pushing and hopefully end up on the winning side. And if it doesn't if it doesn't develop and it still does the same thing, then you know it's no good. Stuff's no good. It'll be a sad thing if it was no good, because then I wasted my money on a lousy emotion that my shop is up without now, and that ticks me off. It does tick me off. So hopefully I come out on the winning side tonight. So I'm hoping. That's all I can do. I got one another screen in the dark room, drying in the dark room, in a dark thick box. So I'm hoping this next screen, the same one I did earlier, and I put it up to 12 exposure time. That because it wouldn't open on 10, so maybe 12 will be the exposure time I can open that screen up and everything. So hopefully, but my camera's acting up. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know if it's a spirit doing it, because I've been bothered by spare it for about a week, like it's trying to get my attention, and it's trying all it can to get my attention. It's somewhat getting my attention, but when I think about it, I like to put my foot somewhere in its backside if I could see it to do it. That's the thing. So I'm just trying to push on. And hopefully someday soon we'll be doing these on a live stream. Something like that. I want to buy a better hat, and when I do, I'm going to try one off camera. And if it does print, I'll show everybody the hat. There's a certain way you have to do them before you can actually do them. I got to do some adjustment to my hat press before I can go forward with it, so I can make sure I got the right stuff, the right thing I got to adjust. So I'm just gonna keep pushing on. Hopefully, later on, when the screen's properly dried, I will get a success going, and the logo will open up, and I can have the screen opened. Because the guy thinks the hot heat killed it, and maybe it is, maybe it is. I don't know. I really don't know. He's gonna send me some emotion that don't need to be mixed, and that's good because you don't have to worry about that. You know what I mean? It's like I can try that out and see how that works. So, but it's been a hell of a week, I'll tell you. I don't know. I got a customer in Ireland I got to deal with. I got J-21 to deal with. I got the other guy that knows him, which he hasn't been talking to me about getting it set up. So he isn't gonna get his shirts done because on his part, he don't show any signs of dealing with me. So it might never happen. I don't put the stencil film on the press unless the payment comes to me first. Then I'll make the screens up. But it hasn't happened, so I didn't get nothing's gonna happen out of that end. So, but anyway, I am gonna stay on here a little bit. I'm not gonna stay on here long because there's not a lot of people on here, and I have to keep trying to push myself to do it, but I'm gonna give it a go with the 12-minute exposure, and once it is off, I am going to, and when I get off of here, I can go back in the studio and work on that logo on the shirt. I mean the string, trying to get that thing opened up on. See if I can put a logo in to show and see if it opens up. That's what I'm working on. Hopefully it does work. If it does, we'll have it made. If it don't, we're back to square one. So I'm not staying on here very long. I'm going to get off now. So, all right, Patch, thanks for showing up. And thanks whoever the number 2 is. If it's Game Master 1881, thanks for showing up. We're only going to do a short live stream, and it's getting late anyway. It's 8 o'clock. So I just wanted to stop by everybody and tell everybody what I was doing. And we'll have another update when I get the news about the emotion. We get these notifications off of here. So, all right, that's right, Patch. Until next time, that's your saying, not mine. I say God bless and have a good night. Bye, everybody.